Hello everyone and welcome to another wonderful Friday with us, the CranKy Ducklings. And this week we have for you this one Master Open number 2, our wonderful Up to Masters event. How are you doing today? I am your host, Steelmold. Steel like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. How are you all doing? We're having a bit of a delay, as we have Chadman, who apparently hasn't logged on in a while and is updating his game on Australian internet, which is a thing. But yeah, we'll try to set up a lobby. It might take a while. So we've played some clips for you. I hope you enjoyed them. This is a nice little feature orchestrated by our own wonderful Kuro, who's also the our observer and caster for today. No, caster, streamer for today, and main admin. Hold on, what's that beeping at me? No, nothing. Never mind. No one's beeping at you. Steelmold. Stop it. Right, so we have a wonderful bracket for us today. 13 contestants, including some long-lost sons, such as the ever so wonderful Lumia, 3 times Sea Duckling Open champion, was returned from all the way from Australia. We also have Terran Lord, another alumnus. Alumnus is the singular. Alumnus of the Sea Duckling Open, who then went up to Masters and has now returned. Sullivan as well, a royal roader of our past, who's come back also all the way from Australia. Lots of Australians today here. Also have Chadman. Yeah. And of course our light VIP, who's also Australian, an Australicist. Also notice a nice little turnout from Psionic Aftermath. Nice to see all of you guys here. You have Psionic's Aftermath Faith. He's here. Terran Lord, of course. He was so wonderful. And also our Sea Duckling Open number 23, which was last week's champion, Claire, was since joined the CranKy clan as our newest member. Sea Duckling Open now, of course, the largest team, StarCraft 2 team in Singapore, just so you know. With two Singaporean players, the other one being Yakuzaku, was waiting for Chadman with us. Hopefully they'll turn out a little faster. Yeah, it's actually I think he's about to be ready. So yeah, so you should get to hear me babbling for a little longer. Anywho, hey there, making cookies. Hey there, Kerwin. Kerwin, of course, our another. I would say the bastard son of Sea Duckling Open, who's a nice little story with Kerwin, who always wanted to play with the Sea Duckling Open, but managed to get promoted before he was able to, and then was happy to finally play in the Master Swan Open, and now also got promoted. He's now at Master 1, and therefore above the MMR cap of 4.9k, and has again been chased ahead of the Sea Duckling Storm up the ranks. It was nice to see people advancing. So yeah, he did play last week, which is at least he got one game in there. So that's nice. Hey there, Phoenix Steers. Two Phoenixes. Also, Phoenix and the other Phoenix are here. You really gotta play the game. So I can't win today, huh? Yeah, Phoenix. If you don't play the game, you can't win. That's the thing. And you know, this is a tournament, and of course, in a tournament you have brackets, and in the bracket you have matches, and in the matches you have games. Now you have to play the games in order to win the matches. You have to win the matches in order to win the bracket. You have to win the bracket in order to win the championship. So if you don't play, you're not a champion. And that's how it goes. All right, and you have Chadman logging in right now. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Well worth the wait. Nice to see Chadman back here again. I haven't seen him in a while. Glad to see he's back on the horse. Right. The first map will, of course, be Backwater, as it is on the bracket. Yes, he's apologizing for the hold up. We do not mind. We were starting the stream a little later, regardless for other reasons. So yeah, so that's no issue at all. All right, so let's see if everyone is ready, and hold on, just making sure. All right, making sure everyone remembers to set their server prefs, because you know, between us in Europe, Yakuzaku in Singapore, and Chadman in Australia, this is going to be a ping insanity. All right, I'm going to do some checking. All right, I'll set mine to Australia. Hopefully that'll work. It'll probably be on Europe anyway. Insanity. Or US East. All right, everyone's ready. Let's go then. All right, okay. Relax, people. They're shouting at me to start the game. Damn you, shenaniganers. This is, of course, a TVZ as a Terran versus Zerg. Chadman being a Zerg, Yakuzaku being our own CranKy Terran. Yes, loading. Come on. You can do it. Yes, you can. All right, everyone. Welcome to Backwater LA for our first game of today's Master Swan Open. I keep messing that up. Sorry. Master Swan Open number 2. We are on Backwater LA. LA, of course, stands for luggage ensemble. Luggage ensemble. That's when you have a whole set of luggage. In the southeast, from our own clan CranKy, it is the one and only PugChamp, Yakuzaku. And in the northwest, all the way from Australia, the Australian alien, the purple Zerg, Chadman. Right. Now, let's see what these two are setting up. Chadman going for a hatchery first, which is nice to see. Then a gas. Still not dropping a pool. Taking it a little risky. Oh yeah, we are in Eastern United States, of course. I forgot to check. Yeah.
Game paused.
Yeah, I kind of called it, but yeah. Oh boy. I set it to Australia. Right, let's check how is their ping. Okay, looks like everything's fine. Um, all right. Looks like it's fine enough to continue, so we'll just continue from here. 3, 2, 1. Game resumed. Thank you, Adjutant, for adding that piece of information. Right, so Yaku going for a simple Ripper expand. Nothing too strange. Nice little pattern of... is it trying to draw like a pentagram, but doing it in a very attention deficit disorder type of, type of way? I wouldn't be surprised. Right. You've seen that pool coming up. So both of them not playing very aggressive, which is as of yet. Which is yeah, nice to see. Ripper is going to go out. It's going to be greeted by a couple of queens and some zerglings. How is it going? Yeah, Chadman is going for 4 zerglings. The for the swarm team, as we like to call it here. She's kind of a nice thing. You see, it's kind of 50-50 on whether it gets the Reaper, mostly depending on the Terran's Reaper control. Nice, you go to in, take a look-see. Not sticking around to get any kills. Not checking for a 3rd hatchery yet. No, he's going to go from around. Okay, let's use the Reaper cliff over there. Right, he's going toward the simple 1-1-1. The ever so wonderful Terran 1-1-1. Chadman dropping up a Baneling nest right after the Reaper scout. Yaku going safely with a bunker at the front. Yeah, it's kind of a backwater has that wonderful choke, which enables you to kind of easily defend your 3 easily acquired bases. Chadman not jumping too quickly on that 3rd hatchery. He's going to stay on 2 bases. He's starting to make more zerglings. You don't see any roach warren. It's just going to jump on with link banes. He's sending zerglings all across the map just to scout ahead and see what's what. If you see that bunker, lose a couple of zerglings for it. Yeah, that Ripper going to get a denial on that base. Yeah, gets the drone as well. Very nice. Loses the Reaper though, but yeah, that Reaper pretty much did its job. Would have been nice to get another scout with it, but that's not very likely at that point in the game anyway. There's so many zerglings and queens around. Okay, so Yaku's got his tank. Getting a Raven. Okay, so no medivacs yet. Try to get that Raven. Judging by the rally point, it's going to go out and harass. Okay, nice little wall off here, a bunker with a tank. That's going to do nicely. We're going to get quite a few of the... If Chadman is going for a Baneling bust, especially if it's slow Banes. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work with that tank and bunker over there. Oh, he's going for... He's getting range upgrade. So he doesn't even have a roach warren. That's odd. That's a little odd. Okay, so the Raven is going to try and harass here. Yep, dropping the auto turret not in the mineral line, just slightly to the side. Ooh, that Raven going a little too deep maybe. Good thing there aren't any spores around. But now there are a couple of queens shooting up and loses the Raven. It's a bit of a misplay here. Does get both of them getting a 3rd base. So they both have a nice economy going for it. Yakuzaku a little slow on the SCV production. Getting more barracks, eh? Alright, so now he's going to start ramping up the marine production. It's going to be 5 barracks, eh? And a second factory. It's okay. It's nice. Still no aggression from Chadman, though. He's building up this Link Bane force, but is not. I think that range upgrade was a, misclick. Doesn't look like he's going to do anything with it. Especially considering melee upgrade would have been so much better for these Banelings at this stage of the game. Alright. Alright, so we get a scan from Yaguzako. Going to see that Hydra then. Doing the research. So then, yeah, so now this range upgrade is going to start coming into play. Alright, Chadman looks like he's keeps moving out and then coming back. Yako's just waiting for the shooter drop. He's not. Doesn't look like he wants to move out on the map. So he has a couple of medivacs, so there's not much chance of drops. Unless he builds some more. Yeah, he's going to move out with what he has now. Chapman immediately scouts that with his Zerglings out of the map. Yeah, nice link scouts by Chadman so far. He has very good awareness, map awareness. He's got his Zerglings on those Naga towers. Who's picking up for a small drop? Yeah, I think it's a good idea to try and get around this creep area. A good creep spread by Chadman is setting up this entire area as a death zone for, especially for for Terran Bio. There's so much Zerglings and Banelings, especially Spade Banes on the creep. Very powerful things. We have a triple scan going. That's I think I got a little excited. Definitely scan 3 times. Alright. Now the drop comes in. Okay, getting quite a few drones. 7 drones so far. And yeah, it's still actually doing damage. Still a couple of Marines are running around. Now the armies are clashing, but ooh, Yakuzaku just lost his entire army here. Yep. That's it was a good drop, but yeah, if you lose an entire army for that, then no, it's not worth it. Right. Now with combat shells, these Marines might have a bit of a higher survivability rate, but still, Yaku is very much behind on his economy. He's sitting on 58 workers to Chadman's 75. That's a little behind, you might say. I mean, Chadman hasn't been really attacking, so he hasn't been really losing much. He's spent all of his resources and time on building up a stronger economy. He's up on 4 bases. Yaku is only 1 now, starting his 4th base, while Chadman is starting his 5th as well. Yeah, we're about to see a huge ramp up in army size from Chadman. He's getting his infestation pit, he's getting his carapace upgrades. Now he's getting that melee upgrade as well. Which suggests maybe he's going to try and jump over to Ultralisks. You know, give a Zerg 5 bases. Yeah, go Ultras, why not? A combination of Ultras and Hydralisks. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. A nice drop here by Yakuzaku, but it doesn't look like it's going to deny this base. Alright, so it's a multi-pronged drop. Neither of them actually does much damage. So a good response by Chadman. blocks it up entirely. And so far, a lot of losses on Yakuzaku's side. He's been throwing a lot of army units. He's up to 3,500 minerals and 1,000 gas lost. That's a lot. It's more than double what Chadman lost in this game, which is, you know. Alright, another drop coming in, double one. To the third base and the fifth base. Looks like this time, if he focuses, it could get this hatchery without a problem, but he's not focusing, and he's losing all of his marines to Bailings. That's a hatchery with 143 health points. And this force is far too small to do too much damage here. Not even getting any drones. So while Yaku is building bases... Ooh, nice ninja base by Chadman. Actually, by now it's not a ninja base. I mean, it's spread enough so that it isn't. Wow. What is it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases now for Chadman. He's up on 80 workers. You just move them around from base to base and keep on mining with no stop. Because a decent bank going up is maxed out. Every mineral he mines is a bank mineral. And you can just start trading units without much problem. I mean, you can... nice around here on the tanks with a lot of hydras. That's a ton of hydras. That's way too much. That's way too much. They have range upgrade, they have Capes upgrade, and yeah, they are forced to be reckoned with, even with all these tanks around. As upgraded as they are, with +1 weapons, it's just not going to hold it. There's just too much, and yeah, Chadman can just rebuild everything. Well, while he's losing it. Yep, GG's called, and Chadman will take the first game in the series. Oof. Oof. That was a nice little slow return. I think this is, yeah, judging by how long Chadman hasn't updated his game, this is the first time he's been playing he's played for a while. So not bad, not bad. A bit of a slow start, but looks like he's getting in the groove of it. All right. Yaku is selecting Acid Plant as the next map. And we shall just set up that lobby. Alright, let's see if there are any more updates on the bracket. Ooh, Lubia 2-0 versus Faith, and we'll go up against last week's champion, Claire. Alright, let's invite players into the game. Starduck winning 2-0 versus Hanrek. Well done. Terran Lord winning 2-0 versus Petar Ramesh. Another returning player from the Swan Open. Light VIP versus Sullivan is still raging on the Australian Summit. The Summit of Australian Champions. And Hydra winning 2-0 versus Pololov, or Pololov. Or I don't know how to pronounce that. Chadman not getting in the lobby. Right. Yes. Let's double check region. Just in fact, yeah, we're Australia. No problemo. Yeah, Yaku is waiting for me to complain about the Blizzard interface, but not today, not yet at least. Okay, let's separate it. There's interface and there's server shenanigans, because that's different things. It's a different department in game development, very, very different. So it can't be just, you know, it's not all of the same. Yeah, Chadman can't apparently get in the lobby, so we'll try to relog. Right. So Starduck is now going up against Emin. She's another alumnus, I think, of CSDO. Or am I remembering him from somewhere else? I don't know. And yeah, Claire versus Lumia. Kind of want to cast that. I'd be curious to see that. We actually haven't seen Claire play Zerg all that much. We've seen him play Terran last week. Proved to be quite competent in that area. Usually, for those who don't know, Claire usually plays Zerg, but when he plays against Zerg, he switches to Terran. Because he hates ZVZ. You know, to each their own. It is perfectly acceptable within the rules of the tournament to switch races for a match. But you have to keep that race for the entire match. Right. Alright, correction, Claire is officially Terran. Actually. So disregard what I said and forget it. And apply that to pretty much everything since the beginning of SDO. You know, always. You know, when in doubt, disregard Steelmold. That should be the motto. Alright, players are ready. We are going in. Right. Yeah, Terran Lord asking Yaku why the 3 scans, and Yaku is saying 400 ping, mate. That's why. Alright, so next map will be Acid Plant, of course. Which is a nice little map. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Acid Plant LE! LE, of course. And pause. Pausing? Yeah, we're in Eastern again. Right. Alright, let's remake and have chatmates set up the lobby. We're not sure that actually makes a difference, but you know, sometimes it does. Alright. Alright. Alright, the map was Acid Plant. Yeah, Chatman is setting up. Alrighty. Sorry for that, folks. That's it happens a lot with the server choice. It's a problem, as you all know, that you can't manually choose a server to play the game on, even on a custom game. You have to get what you're given. Back in my days, we used to play on one server. We didn't have choices. And we didn't have a problem. If we had a problem, we just ate our socks. That's what we did. Every time we had a problem, we just started eating socks. That's what you used to do in the old days. You know, that's how you do it. Yeah. Right, everyone's ready. And we can start. There we go. Everyone cross fingers. Cross your servers. We know what we need? We need an emote of like 2 crossed fingers, but the fingers are like Ethernet cables. Huh? Huh? Genius! Genius, that man. Genius. All right, everyone, welcome back to Acid Land LE. On Australia server this time. LE, of course, stands for liberalism evolution. Liberalism evolution. That's when you evolutionize your liberalism. Because that's how it works. In the northwest, all the way from Australia, currently up 1 in the series, the Australian alien himself, the Purple Zerg, Chadman. And in the southeast, from our own clan CranKy, it is the Pug Champ, Yakuzaku. He's currently down 1 in the series. All right, Chadman again with a hatchery first. He's going for that. Yaku again going for a Reaper expand, judging by the rally point of that barracks. Yep, I know words. Yeah, getting that spawning pool second. Right, it's a bit too late to say good luck, have fun. Just saying. Oh, sorry. Maybe it's because it's Australian lag. Maybe that'll be the excuse. Australian internet is so slow. The GLHF comes up at 1 minute and 30 seconds into the game. Alright, so last time we saw Yaku going for a bit of a conservative approach towards Chadman, and Chadman going for a conservative approach against Yaku. Problem is that Yaku's harassment attempts did not really go all that well. They didn't do enough damage, and Chadman was just allowed to ramp up his economy almost without any disturbance, and and eventually it just overwhelmed Yaku by sheer numbers and the ability to trade armies endlessly. Right, Reaper comes in, does not get surrounded. Gets a good look-see on the main, and will escape. No! Oof! One last shot by that Queen, Hero Queen. Nice. And the Reaper is dead. That's always annoying for a Terran to lose that Reaper. It's less eyes on the other side of the map, especially against a Zerg, where the timing of the third hatchery is very important to know about. It's very important to scout these things. Just going for another 1-1-1, pumping out Marines. Alright, we switch that factory. With the barracks. Oh no, he's looking for that starport, and a tech lab on the starport will probably be another Raven. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same game we saw before. A bunker at the front, Chadman going for a Baneling nest, Yaku going for a Raven. Yep. Raven harass, and hopefully this time we'll manage to do a little more with it, just to curb Chadman's enthusiasm a little. I mean, now that he knows how well Chadman behaves later in the game, he should be a little more stressed to do that damage. Chadman, this time going a little early. That's the push we did not see in the previous game. And Yaku does not have the wall yet. Oof. The Raven might scout this, though. That's a lot of banelings. A lot of banelings. And we have Yaku coming in. Yep, there's the scout. Hello. Easy. Is he looking at it though? Is he seeing it? Yeah, looks like he's responding now. He's getting that tank, sending that SCVs to plug up that wall. No. He's sending an SCV to build a command center. Yaku! Yaku. What you doing, Yaku? There's a cloud of Zerglings outside your base. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's gonna be a bust and a half. Alright. Using quite a bit of Zerglings to the tank, but the wall is busted. And the Zerglings are surrounding the tank, surrounding the Marines. And yeah, Yaku is pretty much cleaned up. He's down to 3 army supply. That's it. Is just a Raven. That's his entire army. A Raven. Yep. Losing 13 SCVs so far. This entire mineral line is cleared. I'm going to try and build a bunker on the high ground here and try to rebuild some forces. There's a tank coming up. Some more Marines, but yeah, Chadman already has some more forces reinforcing this, and this does not look good for Yaku. He's trying to buy some time with his orbital command before he lifts it. Alright, damage on the supply depot, and the wall is almost busted. Yep, it's busted, and the Zerglings are in, surrounding the tank again. Yep, nice. Good hold by Yakuzaku, but yeah, he took a lot of damage. There's some scans coming in, trying to see if Chadman is preparing another wave right here, but actually Yaku is not in the worst of positions. He's rebuilt some army, enough to defend what Chadman can throw at this point in the game, but yeah, is behind on workers. He really needs to rebuild his SCV count, which he can on 3 bases, but and it looks like Chadman might actually give him enough time. Chadman is just building up forces for defense, which I might just give Yaku enough time to rebuild. He's actually not making any SCVs. That's a bit of a shame. You have 3 command centers. Work to them. Oh, he's actually supply blocked. That's why. Oh. Alright, double drop here. Already a Spore doing work on that medivac, but yeah, I think a lot of this is going to die here if he's not careful. Alright, that's most of the force cleared up. One of these medivacs is really low, it's going to get sniped, and that's it for this little drop. Did not do enough damage, I think. And yeah, Chadman is just droning up. 12 drones coming up now, and just that drone count is shooting upwards. He's now up to 60 workers versus Yaku's 30, and he's still not making SCVs. Milk, relax, okay? Milk. Take it easy on the boy. Milk, please. Don't kill him. Don't make him into a sandwich. Yeah, he's repairing tanks. Look, he's repairing a tank. That's nice, right? Not repairing the orbital, but you know, let's not be judgmental. I mean, look at me. I don't even make tanks. Right, a couple more medivacs going to try and do something here. That Raven making itself a little more useful. Still not getting any kills yet. It was targeting the queen. It was not enough to kill it. It was just killing Zerglings. See, I think it needs a little more target focus. And now the Spore is going to come down, and the attacks might get shut down. Yeah. Whoop. Now the double drop though. That's starting to do something, but 6 drones. That's not enough. This time he packs up before the banelings hit, so that's a smart thing to do. Gets a good sight on that spire. which is should frighten him a little. Ooh, we get 14 Brutalists coming in. That's gonna be tough. And he snipes the Spire and actually saves most of his force, so that's nice. But 14 Mutalisks already on their way, and yeah, this force is about to get sniped. Yeah, he's going to back up in the Medivacs, and the Mutalisks are going to start work on these meds, and yep, that's it. It's going to go down. Yaku moving out with a tiny force. It's yeah, that's tiny force for this this stage of the game, but it's pretty much all he can muster. It's a bit of a shame. All right, Chadman is rebuilding that Spire. Both of them are getting 1/1 upgrades, so they're about to be comparable. It's pretty much the same timings, you know. Yeah, Yaku is getting a Thor to try and counter those Mutalisks, which is a smart thing to do. No turrets. Did he have this? Yeah, he has a double NGB. He should be able to make turrets. No turrets coming out though, which is a bit of a problem because Thors, even if you have them, they walk slowly, and Mutalisks, they fly fast. They're just going to pounce on this third base, which is unsaturated, but yeah, they're going to get the orbital command. Yaku is sieging out on outside of Shadman's third base, so that's nice. It's going to be a good threatening position here. A couple of tanks at the front to do damage to buildings, and a couple of tanks at the back to take care of bending rollings. Yeah, a drop at the back doesn't really do much. Kills 5 workers. But you might be able to get that hatchery. Not with the Mutalisks in. Ooh, few more shots. That's 13 health points. Yeah, there we go. Gets the hatchery, but yeah, he's going to lose this entire army. Get the Medivacs out. You're going to lose them too. That's, you know. That's just the Mutalisks. They can kill everything. Okay. Now he gets the Thors. Might try to bait them. No, Chadman not taking the bait. He's not following the Medivacs and Raven all the way to the Thors. Oh boy, that does not look good for Yakuzaku. He's been behind for a while, and he hasn't really done enough damage. That hatchery snipe was good, and the few drone kills was also good, but Chadman just has the ability to recover. You know, he has the resources, he has that third hatchery up and running. He didn't lose all that many drones, to be honest. Yeah, so Yaku going to back up and try to jump across this canal to the main base, but no, he's being a little hesitant, and Chadman already has units waiting. No, he's going to load on a bunch of railings. Oof, oof, and there's a cloud of mutas. Ooh, which is going to who's going to get who? The cloud of mutas get the Medivacs, or the Thors getting the cloud of Mutalisks? Apparently the Mutalisks won, and now the Thors are without a backup, surrounded by Zerglings and Thors, and Mutalisks. Fuck's sake, Steelmold. Yeah, going to surround this, and Yaku lost another army. Yeah, and yeah, he's now making his SCVs, but it's a little too late to recover the economy, which it just does not have. And this cloud of Mutalisks still kind of free to roam around. You see no turrets in Yakuzaku's bases. I think Chadman, if Chadman knew, he could have done so much more damage with these mutas. But now he's flying them right into Marines. Oh boy. That's the one place they should not be. The one place these Mutalisks should not be is over these Marines. Literally anywhere else in Yakuzaku's base is great. Alright. Right, Yaku is actually rebuilding the SCV count, but he's still stuck on 3 bases. The main is almost entirely mined out, and I don't think Chadman will allow him to take this 4th base. He's got eyes foaming around, trying to catch a timing on that. We'll see when that happens. Also getting a bit of a ninja base here in the northeast. And 5th, 6th base? That's the 5th, and that's the ninja 6th. Yep. There's this ever-looming cloud of mutas roaming around the skies, making Yaku very much afraid to move out with anything that's not his main army. And the main army is slow and bulky, and that's an even greater cloud of me. That's 25 mutalisks you're looking at. That is... Look at them. Look at them. That's my attempt at mutalisk sound. Don't judge. Okay, so Yaku going to try and siege up on this base, but Chadman jumping on these unsieged tanks. It's off creep, so yeah, it's just enough time to clear the... That's enough bandings to just kill everything, and with the mutalisks, yeah, that's just nothing survived, not even the medivacs. And that's another army completely erased for Yakuzaku. And Chadman just hasn't had enough. He's just jumping with everything on everything and just kill everything. Enough. Don't let the Terran build another of these armies. And GG, well played. Chadman will take the series 2-0. Oh boy, that was an interesting game. I liked it. It's a bit of an uphill climb for Yakuzaku. The pug champ.